Okay, welcome back, guys, to episode 5 of Digimon World 4 100 percentile run. So we're going to head towards Death Valley and do Big Dungeon of World 1. As I read off little bits of trivia of Digimon here and there. Numimon. So I've increased the video quality this episode. I've been doing these in batches, and this, like I said in the previous video or 4, this is a loaner PC. I don't want to kill it, so I went easy on it last recording night. And it freezes, I know the recording freezes here and there. Just a little bit from what I've seen in testing it. But ooh. Ooh, it freezes a lot. Well, the good news is next recording session, my PC might be fixed, but that won't be until after I record the Christmas special, or the video that would be released on Christmas week and New Year's week. So yeah, be expecting that one. But yeah, please bear the low quality and frequency in between the last couple of sessions. I've also gotten, and I'm still learning as I go here. And like I said, this isn't my preferred game. I know my preferred PC. My other PC is actually pretty decent compared to this 10penny 4 I'm using. But yeah, that's why the first 4 episodes were low quality, is mostly because I was still testing how good this PC can record video input. And from the looks of it, so far, even on the lower quality, it's stuttered here and there. But it's also recording at 30 frames a second, which is okay for this. I think the game only runs at 32 frames a second, so we have that going for us. But the other thing is, you know, there's this sort of point where you have diminishing returns from recording older games at higher resolutions, because the game itself is made to run at a lower resolution. So, and if you do it on a lower one, yeah. So I try to get as good as the quality as I can with my equipment. Also, like I said in a previous episode, OBS crashes a lot on this PC. Pretty obvious reasons, now that I think of it, but it's still irritating, especially when you're starting this. But I'm just doing this for fun. You know, a little bit of a hobby. And, I might as well, because due to current global circumstances, one might as well not waste his time and waste his time trying to do something that would eventually give him money. And I'm going to give a shout out to hold on, let me pull it up here. I'm going to do a shout out to Bad Bana Shuyuji. I think I'm saying that correctly. But he is the first and only person to comment on my videos thus far. The recording of this is on day November 30th. And you will probably be seeing this December 20th, if things go okay. But yeah, like I said, I know in a lot of these Digimon games actually have some of the best video game music ever made. Hell, in newer games, fuck, I think I had this topic before in a previous episode. Oh, and Bad Bana Shuji has also commented on the second video, but I try to reply to comments within 24 hours of their posting. But YouTube notified me he commented on video 2, but and for some reason I can't find it on the webpage. So I can't reply to it, so sorry about that. I can only comment on it if YouTube is willing to give it to me to comment on and reply, but if I don't do it later, if I don't get a hold of you after this goes out and reply to that comment, I am really sorry. But if it's worst case scenario, and if memory serves correct, your comment was on how much you liked Series 4. And I'm almost done rewatching Season 4. But Season 4, I wasn't trying to insult it in that episode by any means. I was just telling you, just saying the fact of the behind the scenes of it. And in that, it wasn't good. And I think I described the entirety of the history via summarization of what one has remembered over years ago. But after rewatching it, I do see where all the negative comments of that season are coming from. But a lot of interesting things that season did get right is by far it's one of the best interpretations of a digital world villain I've seen in how I look in the scope of their power. Despite every season and series of Digimon animation always comes out to the heroes win due to determination and magic bullshit bureaucracy of friendship and teamwork. Usually a combination of them. Hell, even some of the worst seasons of Digimon had that going for them. But yeah, a lot of the anime does follow the same sort of script. For example, a lot of the main protagonists in a lot of anime are token characters. And these token characters are used a lot in the Digimon animes. You always have a token leader kid who wears goggles in every season. You always have an exact opposite of him. And you always have a cold personality type of character. If not, one character that fits both of the previous besides leader. Yeah, even in the bad seasons they actually have that. The harsh and cold one who's always right, but they're a little too cruel in what they say. The leader who's always benevolent, if not stupid. And the vassal or reliability, the pushover who pretty much is the only reasonable one of the bunch. But yeah, in Series 4, I will say the characters are just one-dimensional token characters, and the only character that gets enough screen time to actually develop his character is Little Tommy. And character dynamics between Tommy and other characters. But beyond that, there isn't a lot of character growth. And if there is significant character growth, it's mostly due to the fact that they didn't give enough screen time to give the viewer a significant read off of the character on screen before they actually had significant development. So it would give the illusion that they were like that before that episode. Yeah. You have to be really careful when writing characters. But, yeah, another thing about Series 4, I know a lot of the Digimon series use this building block strategy of the first part of the anime. It's about them just exploring and learning more about the world. And then they meet the big evil, and then determine that they have to kill the big evil. And when they do, he was just a pawn in a bigger evil guy's plan. And they have to go kill the bigger evil guy. And then it turns out that he was a pawn in the bigger evil guy's plan. But very few actually show the end bad guy until he actually matters. And in Season 4, they actually allude about him really early on in the series. I think no more than episode 2, if memory serves correct. A lot of this is from memory, so take that with a grain of salt, as well as a decent amount of tablespoon of digression. One's memory is not as good as one himself gives credit for. Half time one forgets words now and again. But yeah, I still know all the inner workings and mechanics of how this game works. And no matter what I do, I can't forget it. So I might as well use this information in 100% of the game, and then hopefully then forget it. Because if something like that happens, it's, one could argue, maybe destiny. But also, my PS2 is chugging a lot more this episode. You know, it doesn't show that in gameplay or anything, but it's actually making a chugging sound. And it's doing it more often than it did last recording session. But yeah. But season... Oop. Controller fell out of my hands. But Series 4 is in the tier list, in my opinion. It's in the bottom tier. And I'm doing this tier system not including Series 1 and 2. Because that recently got a huge sequel, and I heavily recommend you watch it. And if you have a reading disability, I heavily recommend the English dub version. And they dubbed it really good, and they brought back a good majority of the original dub cast. If they were still alive. Into the remake. Oh, and by the way, this little area here is foreshadowing. But you can get the subbed version on Hulu now, but for a while you could only get it on vrv.co, which is my favorite anime for English dubs, because it's the only one I can find English dubs on reliably. But yeah, a lot of the Digimon series, not including Data Squad, got put on Hulu. But if you plan to watch the Digimon sequel that they made, Digimon Adventure Try, I would heavily recommend buying it on Steam, because it's the complete version, where they made it into a full-length movie franchise. They also made a couple of big retcons in that series, to such of a degree that Season 2 is technically no longer canon, unless they completely rewrite that. Which seeing how they're completely redoing Season 2, I'm not going to make any promises, but just by current circumstantial evidence, there's a small possibility they might redo Season 2 in the original way it was meant to be. But that'd be my opinion what they should do after they're done reloading Season 1 of Digimon. And yeah, and the thing is, it's really hard to compare the original franchise starter to some of the older ones. And in the top 3, the top 4 of the Digimon series, not including Adventure Tri and Adventure 2, would have to be from least to greatest. Okay, let's start. There we go. Okay, so that is a bit of in there is a bit of foreshadowing. But I was in the middle of talking about rewatching Series 4, and yeah, let's play a little game with that. I haven't finished the entire series quite yet. I'm literally 3 episodes from being done, and this year's the only time I can do it. Play this game. This is where we want to go, which is the boss. And when I try to kill this, I'm going to also be trying to do this game. So a handful of these are lies, and a handful of these are true. And in order to know which ones are not, you need to watch the full entirety of Series 4 or know it by heart. There's an episode completely dedicated to an homage to Wacky Races with a Muttley and Dick Dastardly like characters. They also use a lot of unused armor digivolutions made for Series 4 that didn't make the cut. And they also... Ooh, yeah, this guy hits hard. But not that hard. I'm still going to be a little cautious. Okay, when he flies around, he's invincible. Got it. And... miss. Miss. Hit. They also use the voice actor of Izzy a little bit too much. Practically every non-speaking role character besides the main characters use the voice actor of Izzy in the English dub. They also have the voice actor Takato and Guillaumon as a little bit of a 3-second visit as they question a Gallantmon about something. But in lore, it's not the same Gallatmon. It's also one of the only animes to actually depict more than one royal knight as part of the main cast. And what I mean by the main cast, I mean a reoccurring character that has reoccurred pretty much at least half of the entire runtime of the series. And we found Leomon. Oh, I forgot to read that. Damn it. Oh well, so far from what I've seen, anytime I read something to the audience, the vast majority you skip over it or click on. Literally, so far from what I've seen from the analytics so far is 90% of you click on the video and then click off within the first 5 minutes. And you know what? I'm also not going to continue reading with a silly voice unless people comment that they like it. Because so far from the analytics I've seen, which is not a lot, people literally skip it. So that and the story of this game isn't particularly good. Literally, if I remember correct, I think I literally said what the entire story was in an episode. If not, it got corrupted and not in there. And I literally watched the entirety of what I have recorded so far, and I don't remember it being part of an episode, so it probably got corrupted. But the general story of this... Oh, there's Leomon. Oh well. He has amnesia. So, another bit in Series 4 was, there's an entire episode devoted to an eating contest. There's a Elvis impersonator gag in the form of Superstarmon, who in every appearance in the entire Digimon franchise. We go on. So I'm going to try to get the first floor of the dungeon done before I call it this episode. Oh. Huh? Ah. Oh. I think I know what's going on here. I didn't hit that switch.
Uh-oh. Stinky poop.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Well, I guess I know what the Switch does now. Make you go backtracking if you don't switch it. I'm going to have to do that section all over again. Oh, I hate the boat section. Guess I have to do it again. And I technically didn't get it on camera, so I might as well do it again. And I hope I get it on the first try again. So let's go to Death Valley. And yeah, I don't think I mentioned if you like this series and wish it to continue, please subscribe and hit a like. Also, I've been trying to figure out what I should do for Patreon when I get that started. But I definitely know I might as well not have it until I have a huge subscriber, a huge view count. Not just a subscriber. But I've been trying to think of what I could give people for tokens. I don't want to just take money. I also want to give something in return for it. Reading off names at the end of, credits. That's one thing I could do. And or I could give people a library of things they could use for their own YouTube channel. Or for themselves, just as long as they credit me. If you like any of the music I use in the montages, I remixed it myself. I don't own the legal licensing to the original songs used in them, but they're different enough for YouTube to consider it something that isn't copyright. And if people were to sue me, they would actually have two people suing me at the same time for copyright. Which is a loophole. Jim Sterling uses.
Okay, lights on. So, did I just hear 3 distinct light switch clicks? What do you mean? I feel like the 3 sounds I heard could be explained by an initial erroneous flipping of a switch on the right, followed by a hasty corrective flipping of the requested switch, then, during the resultant darkness and silence, a third shameful unflipping of the initially flipped switch. Is my assessment accurate? Yeah, that's basically how it all shaked out. I'm sorry.
Jim Sterling uses. If memory serves correct. So, I know, but you also have to use all of the bits and pieces you do use in a very unique and different manner. You just can't have full episodes of Digimon Season 1 and 2 in the same video. There's limitations like that is devoted to copyright, but as long as you use the material you do use uniquely, I'm going to have to go back all the way to the boat by hand. I wanted to get floor 1 of this dungeon cleared out. And after this done, after I'm done recording this episode, I'm going to have to make dub audio for the first part of the video. Another thing I could do is I make a custom background painting for every video I do, so I could also give that as an option. Also, this time around I increased the quality of the video footage recording. So it should look nicer. It's the Easy Cap is actually can capture pretty good audio. Video and audio. I just didn't have OBS that high because I'm still running it on a loaner computer, and if I burn it out by running OBS at full blast, I don't want to kill it. And I did look at the the part 2, the first part of this episode. From the looks of it, it is a little stuttery here and there. But that's due to the computer. I also try to react to comments within 24 hours as they are released. And so far there's only been one comment on episode 1, as well as 2 likes and 20 views. But only 6% of those views were viewers who watched more than 80% of the video. More than 1% of the video. So take that with a grain of salt. And so far, I'm getting a decent amount of views, especially for a starting channel. But I accidentally walked up to the boat path before in a previous episode. I was giving OBS a little break there. I know. But I'm learning things as I go, as I make videos and that. So, please bear with me as I learn how to do this. I also recently got a new video editing software through Steam. But yeah, there's a lot of problems I've been having in the past with video editing softwares. But I found one that's really good, and I might mention the redubbing of the first part of this episode. So I'm going to save it for that. But yep. Oh, like I was saying, yeah, I'm still learning as I go, and I record these in big batches, so by the time you're seeing this, it might be December the 6th, because I'm releasing these every Sunday at 00, or in other words, midnight of the Saturday. But I hope you guys continue to give me support. And speaking about returning comments, I'm replying to comments within 24 hours of them being posted. There was one posted today, but I can't find it on the video, but I got notified that someone published it. And so I can't comment to it. And I forget his name. Damn it. I got this. I know, yeah, the platforming sucks ass in this game. And they pretty much shoehorned it in as like an artificial difficulty spike to increase playtime artificially, like a lot of ancient games did. I already killed Blossom on V2, and it got corrupted. Swap out your equipments to your goon. Your shooty goon. Exchange weapon. Grand blade. There we go. Go. But I plan to, I know my plan is to come back here later on when I have better gun to unlock all of the Digi-Elves the easy way, instead of brute forcing this segment over and over again until I get it, all of them now, with the weakest guns in the game. It might be doable in 4-player, but like I said in previous episodes, you're more likely to kill each other before you get to this point. And I should stop bringing that up. But anyone who's tried to play this game multiplayer with siblings or close friends know what I'm talking about. And I already talked more in depth of that in episode 1, if memory serves correct. And the thing is, I am recording these in batches because of my schedule. I can only record once or twice a week, but I also have to edit and render them during that week before I go to my other house, which has good internet, so that I can actually upload them. So I can only make videos at this house and upload them at a different house. So that's part of why I'm doing these in batches. Oh, fuck, nope, nope. I scared myself though. Oh, it looks like I accidentally released another Digi-Elf. I should be trying to dodge the missiles. Oop, oop. No. No missiles. No, fuck you, missiles.
Know my voice, Rico Rodriguez. You know me? I knew you once. Now you are merely a sacrifice to the crazy flame.
you,
Goodbye, Rodriguez.
Fuck you, missile. Punches this. I also might try to do. Try to put some memes in here and there. I finally got comfortable with this new video editing software. And that's one of the reasons why the editing in the first 4 episodes were a little choppy. It was because I was still learning how to use it. Hell, I think episode 1 I have a process. I build the skeleton of the video and then I render that and, you know, do all the audio balancing then and there. Then I add the background to the video and get the resolution correct. But with old games like this, it's going to be pretty hard to do the resolution. Especially with an old game like this that was originally intended to be played on one of those old-fashioned tube TVs. But it does have widescreen support. But what I mean by that, they just added a border. I know, they just stretched the image so it would look decent on a flat screen if memory serves correct, or they just increased the FOV. You know, widescreen support for this game was a last-minute implementation. Like how much I think I already talked about that in a previous episode. And I'm trying not to walk over myself in commentary here and there. Because in real life I accidentally go on tangents about random stupid shit. Even though I may have told that person the same story once or twice beforehand. And it's actually a problem I'm trying to fix. But it also doesn't help the vast majority of the people I hang out with also have long-term / short-term memory loss. So they don't know if I told them before either. But sometimes I remember, wait a minute, I remember having this conversation with this person midway through the conversation. Like deja vu, but a little bit more annoying. And my curiosity made me redo a segment of this video. And because of that, we're going to call it for this episode right here. I'm also going to... Well, no, not right there. I'm going to make the checkpoint and empty my inventory because it's definitely 2 pages thick by now. Oh, no. Device folder. Yep. By the way, you only have 3 inventory pages. And then you're just wasting your money. Well, see you guys next time. Please like and subscribe. And before I close out this video, if I do this right and remember to implement it, on the left, you will see the previous video. And on the right, you will see the next video when it comes out. So if you're watching this in the future, you can click to the left or right, depending on if you've seen that video or not, to make it easier for you to find the said video. If not, down on the middle bottom, is a playlist button. And above that should be the most recent video, if I remember to implement this. I'll see you guys next time on Digimon World 4 100% Internal Nightmare Edition.